dog trying to eat they face. Like niggas is pork and I don't eat bacon. I don't eat it. Got a little cousin, he Jamaican. All he do is owe no Haitian. Shout out to Passe, my Haitian. Trapping out of grandma basement. Hey grandma, all about a bag I'm chasing. Slip at the lip in your face, get 8 quick 50. Once you cross me, can't fix shit. Shoulda never went and said shit. Thought we was family, save it. Switched up and got caught up in the matrix. I don't hold a grudge, I shake it. Get it out the mud, I'ma make it. New Rock is where I'm raised, bitch. We get the money, no time for the waiting. No time for the hate. Big 9 here to take it. Here, now your bitch wanna taste it. Gobble the dick, now your bitch want relation. Heat it up. On that subject, change it up. No flags, we wave. No cut me a check on my time, you wasting. Out the door, we racing. Next bag, location. That's why y'all hating. I make the moves while y'all be stationed. Stuck. All facts, no statements. I make the moves while y'all be stationed. Stuck. All facts, no statements.
Gotta open up the window and let some air in. Most you motherfuckers ain't got no windows where y'all be shooting this at. The show is sponsored by Stack Chicken, my label. Only for the money getters, you heard? Stack Chicken, man. You know what y'all doing. Yo, what up, though? What's the word? What's good, everybody? We're gonna get into a serious discussion that's floating around right now. There's a lot of y'all little young kids y'all gotta come to grips with yourself and understand that the way that y'all moving and traveling down life right now at this current time is detrimental to y'all. A lot of y'all just out here doing all types of dumb shit. Not even giving yourselves the opportunity. Y'all young cats really didn't pay attention to the people that y'all saw in the streets before y'all. Some of y'all glorified it. Some of y'all might have actually liked how people was living. And y'all just thought it was the way to live. Y'all didn't pay attention to some of these people that y'all was idolizing was uneducated, stupid, and leading you into a fire. Y'all out here doing this dumb shit for joyous reasons, like the thrill of the shit. Y'all out here stealing people's cars, committing stupid ass acts in them. People work hard for their shit. And y'all just gonna disrespect somebody because y'all don't even respect the parents that gave y'all life. A lot of you kids that's roaming around in the street nowadays should have been aborted. I mean, I'm just being honest because I'm not even putting no fingers and pointing no names, but it's a lot of you young dudes out here that's really running around bugged out, and most of y'all are starting to show that y'all are products of drug addictive and induced sex and pregnancies. Some of the things y'all out here doing is just downright stupid, senseless, don't deserve no merit. But what y'all do is y'all lie to yourself and think is this is the way you gonna get attention and notarized. Some of y'all are willing to go to jail for 20 and 30 years thinking that you're going to be able to make it home. Some of y'all turn around and take y'all little light bids and turn it into long-time stretches, because once you get up into jail, you're little 100 pounds soaking wet, and people going to take advantage of y'all And they gonna make y'all get with a program that's gonna make y'all do the dumbest shit that y'all ain't never did in y'all life, even when y'all was free. I don't know why so many of you young niggas want to go to jail so bad. There's nothing in jail but homosexuality. The police is controlling your life. You have no movement, little to no movement, and you got to worry about somebody feeding you. Everybody wants to be a shooter. Everybody wants to be a killer. The real shooters and killers don't broadcast it. The real shooters ain't going to talk about how they shot something up because it's still a pending situation that's investigated by them people and some of your people in your neighborhood. Y'all young dudes is causing more mayhem in y'all neighborhoods than the people that was brought up in the 80s and 90s, and that's when crack and dope was crazy. It was running crazy. A lot of y'all young boys is coming from lives where y'all was born drug addicted, and what y'all do, y'all continuing to take the drugs, probably stronger drugs that you was born with. A lot of y'all running around here taking these pills and on dope. Some of you are getting so hooked and looking so old and beat up out here, it's ridiculous. Ain't y'all fault. It's your parents' fault. They should have gave a little bit more fucks about you. A lot of y'all parents, I understand financial situations don't be working right, but there's people out here that'll help you, especially if you know you got a kid that's easily manipulated by the street and what the street could bring them. Because see, we got a lot of these goofy old head niggas that's on YouTube talking about jail. All that come out they mouth is jail. All that come out they mouth is who did what, who told on who shot what, who did this, who did that, let alone y'all putting it in your music. But you got a lot of older dudes out here that's condoning this BS, and y'all should be held accountable because y'all on YouTube still kicking that propaganda that y'all know was a lie that was fed to y'all. Why are y'all continuing to push the cycle to where we killing ourselves? Because the only thing that's happening in America is black people killing each other. That's genocide, ain't it? This country don't give a damn if you kill yourself. Just don't go fucking with they shit. Looking at the YouTube, I'm seeing these young boys is on dummy timing. Like how you little young dudes is out here doing what y'all doing is stupid.
It's horrific.
Stupid.
Violence out in the streets of South Jamaica. So it's a victory.
Y'all are retarded out here. Y'all need to wake up for real.
Next, we head to the Bronx, where residents react after a carjacking ends in gunfire.
This section of East 176th Street in the Bronx is also a service road for the Cross Bronx Expressway and a place where many local residents park their cars at night. About 10:30 p.m. Tuesday, April 4th, police say it was the scene of a double shooting by a sanitation worker who saw a
Sanitation worker going to jail.
16-year-old suspected car thief driving away in his black Tahoe.
Sanitation worker comes out to see somebody in his car pulling off. So he fires at the car, his own car, tear his own car up, kills the kid. Now he goes to jail for the shooting.
Near Trafalgar Place.
It's been getting worse, you know?
It's never cool to shoot nobody's child. But that kid or his parents should have got a hold of him and did something because they knew that kid was traveling down the wrong road.
And I know the mayor's trying to do something, you know, he can...
Little kids out here stealing people's cars and shit, man. Stop making no
Here, the
sense.
family of Arroyo and her colleagues packed the courthouse. There were tears, there were hugs, and even applause after the sentence was handed down. And for the first time, we actually heard from the suspect who told the family to forgive him. After 6
Young kids bugging. For real.
Yeah.
Yo, tell that nigga Snook, right?
Yo.
Yo.
Listening.
Tell that nigga Snook I said, when he want to meet up.
Well, what happened now?
Nothing. I know he's on the East Coast. And I know
Yeah.
what state he in. So I don't
Charlotte.
know. I don't know if you could get to him. But tell him I said push the, invitation. He still owe me a fade, bro. He gotta come up here and get that. Or I'm gonna come where he at and we catch it and then just fly in the air after that. At the end of the day, he cannot duck this at all, bro. Nothing.
He said that he's scared to fight.
He's scared to fight?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said?
He said he just want to make a public apology, like.
He could do that, but he gotta tag me. And I'ma still punch on him. That shit ain't gonna mean shit.
But like that's the thing, bro. He be saying that, and then behind your back, he still got that page talking about you.
Bro, that page is still up. That page ain't going nowhere. I ain't worried about it. It's just a nigga that put up a fake page. What am I supposed to do? I ain't got no control of that.
Yeah, he put up the fake page, but he's still writing on it.
I don't care, bro. That shit ain't gonna affect me. I know what I know, and I know that he hiding behind the phone because he didn't even come and pay his man's respects at his man's funeral. So at the end of the day, he's Bush. Reggie Bush, like Reggie Mid, nigga.
Tell the truth.
He's Bush. He almost got his brother beat up at the funeral, nigga. That's how real as shit can get with him.
But I was saying that referring to the fact that Blood be saying he don't want the smoke, but then he go back and start doing the weird shit.
Because he's a computer gangster. Niggas don't respect that shit. Your mom's is in a scooter. Your mom's is in a scooter from all them years. Snipping that powder, getting that butane in her system. Now she in a scooter, and you can't even come visit your mother. Why? Why he can't come visit his mommy?
Right.
Because he spoke
One
on...
day he's gonna get sick, nigga, then what?
Nigga, he won't even come to their funeral, bro. He knows it's gonna be a time. That's why I ain't chasing him. He's gonna have to box one day in his life.
Just give me my fair one.
Look, and my mother's gone already. His mother's in a scooter, hovering around the street, barely could walk. Looked like she had multiple strokes from sniffing all that coke. His pops lost his mind, smoking all that bass, all that gasoline in it. So at the end of the day, his pops can't even remember his left foot from his right foot. He ain't got that disease. I could easily take advantage of his family members, though. I don't want to do that. I'm a grown-ass man, and they ain't got nothing to do with it because at the end of the day, I had a lot of love for him. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, nobody can stop this shit but him.
The only way you can stop it is if he just give you your 5 minutes.
You gotta come up here and get these knuckles. Cause I don't want to shoot. I don't want to stab. I don't want to kill him. I just want to beat the sense and apology out of him.
He said he got a public apology, but I told
he got to give me them hands before he apologized, bro. Before he do anything that concerns my deceased mother, he got to give me hands. Period. Like I don't give a fuck if you don't. I don't give a fuck if you score on me as many times as you want. But I respect the fact that you step out there like a real nigga because that's what real niggas do. All this wannabe real nigga shit, niggas be fabricating with that. Everybody want to shoot and stab something. What happened to the fighting aspect of shit? That just goes to show me. That goes to show me that a lot of niggas nowadays are pussy, bro. Niggas has got too much pride and niggas, wait a minute. You mean to tell me niggas done grew up fighting with their hands where they saying I'm not fighting no more? Because the ones that are on that timing that don't want to actually throw no hands, those was the ones that was getting their asses whooped when they had to throw hands.
I'm not gonna play.
So at the end of the day, I could play this at either chord. If he wants to go this way, we can go left, all the way left, and crash the fuck out together and burn everywhere. We could burn the whole fucking town down. But if you want to be a real nigga like you said on that phone and you said you going to respect the shit and you going to give me my fist fight.
Stop ducking me.
That all. Because you going to make me spit on your mama. That's what you going to make me do.
Oh, you gonna take it to that? You gonna take it to that level?
That nigga said he was going to spit on my dead mother's grave. I should spit on his mom's while she alive, right?
Nah, I ain't gonna encourage
That'll
that
be
shit.
enough for no. That'll be enough for him to come see me then. And then I already know we gonna go all the way left.
Yeah, once you violate a nigga mom's,
Nigga, he violated my mom's. Fuck that nigga's mother. I don't give a fuck about his nigga's mother. Fuck that nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Once you that nigga blood got no choice but to reveal himself.
His brother gonna step out there before he do. And that's why I'm gonna tear his brother's ass up.
That's what I would really did. I would just beat his brother up.
Nah, I'm gonna give his brother a chill period. But if I get too anxious and I get tired of waiting, I'm gonna just hawk spit in his mom's face. And there that goes. But I'm not on that type. Like, nah, man. When you speak on my mother, man, that was all I had. As my best friend, I have trouble sleeping at night. I break down when I see pictures of her and shit. And then you, a nigga that ate out her crib, a nigga that slept in the living room. When
I ain't gonna front. I feel you, bro. Nigga. I feel like you wake up like and just get a grimace and anger to that nigga.
Nigga, I wake up in the morning, I roll my blunt, and I take a light of the blunt. I light my blunt, my nigga, and I look at a picture of my mother on the fucking wall in front of me, nigga. And then when I look at her, as much as she's smiling, I get angry because I think about what this nigga say. I look past that smile and look at my beautiful mother's face, and I know she's dead, bro. And this nigga said he was gonna spit on her grave. Nah, you fucked all the way up.
And I can hear that nigga saying that pussy ass nigga.
I wouldn't give a fuck if the police tap my phone, watch my YouTube, watch my Instagram, watch whatever. When I see that nigga, they're gonna know that something happened to him by the hands of me, and it ain't gonna be a cutting or a shooting. It's just gonna be physical.
It's gonna be a bludgeoning ass whipping.
Nigga, he gonna think he was on a football field, extreme football.
Or the mother. This nigga better hurry up, or I'm lighting this blind. I ain't about to be waiting for this pussy ass nigga.
Nobody got time to be playing games with no little ass kids, man. That's why I don't be playing with motherfuckers, yo. I stay to myself and I do what I gotta do. Cause once a motherfucker cross the line, it's only up to me. It's only up to me to turn that shit off, bro. I don't give a fuck how tough a motherfucker think they are. I don't cross you, please don't cross me. Cause once you cross me, then we going all the way to fuck left. Because I've been ready to crash since August 15th. Of 2020. I just been focused getting to the money.
It's not 2020, whoa.
It's June 5th, 2020. I've been ready to crash, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Nigga, my mom died in 2020, son?
My mother died in 2020, nigga.
I thought it was 2021.
No, nigga. Kamal died June 5th, 2020. My mother died August 15th, 2020, nigga. The same summer, nigga.
Yeah, the same year as my mom,
The same summer, bro. My brother and mother died a month apart, nigga. A month and 10 days.
I swear my mom died. So wait, now it's about to be, what's this year? Oh, it's going on 3 years, yeah.
Nigga, it's 3 years my mother been gone. Bless her heart. 3 years.
It is 3 years, right?
3 years my brother been slaughtered, but I got the proof.
I've been seeing you posing that shit. You ain't gonna stop that.
You know what's so crazy? Because you see the statement from the officer through the attorney. He stated everything at the top happened first. And then after he so-called allegedly shot my brother with a taser, he approached my brother, and that's when my brother attempted to squeeze Adam. That's when he dropped his. That's when he said he dropped his radio and his taser and got to his knees and screamed, "Don't do it, don't do it!" And then he shot 6 times. He said all that shit happened. Then he shot 6 times. But I got the video that shows him shooting at my brother from the time my brother falls to the ground and gets back up and starts running. So none of that shit that he stated happened. He was shooting at my brother already.
Hendo ain't playing today. He feels it. I feel you though.
Until the day I die, I'm gonna be on this, nigga. That cop gotta go to jail for killing my brother, bro, and I'm gonna see to that shit, bro. I got the proof. You know, there's no statute of limitations in murder. I can bring this case up, even if he was exonerated. I could bring this shit back up. It's new evidence. His statement and that video don't match.
Mm-hmm.
It
that
don't.
Video blur, that video real blurry for a camera like that.
It don't match.
That video is real blurry for a camera up to date.
Yo.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yo.
Them shit, night vision and all that, bro.
I wouldn't give a fuck what the camera 4K or 10K or whatever the fuck it is. That motherfucking officer's statement did not match the fucking video. He said he chased my brother. My brother sidestepped into a street. A gun fell. My brother picked the gun up, held it to his waist. He said he hit him with the taser, figuring he got close enough to him to hit him with the taser. When he hit him with the taser, my brother fell to the ground, and then as he's approaching him while he's still tased allegedly, he see my brother slide the clip in, cock the rack back, and he's shaking like he's going fire. That's when the officer said he allegedly dropped his radio and stun gun and got to his knees, pulled his gun and said, don't do it, and shot 6 times. All that shit was a lie, what he said, on paper. That shit's on paper, what he said, through his attorney. The video shows my brother jumping out. I got the whole version. Because the beginning of that whole video is my brother hopping out the car at the traffic stop, taking off. He takes off. He don't even look back or nothing. He just takes off. He gets a half a block away from the cop because he's fast like that. He's getting down the street. Now he gets to the other block. His pants is falling down at his knees because the young niggas don't pick their pants up. My brother's running. His pants is by his knees, off his ass. He trips over his pants. You know when your pants get too low? Nigga, you can't do that much running. He trips, falls, and in one motion in the video, he gets up in the same, as he falls, he slides and gets up. And as he gets up and starts to run again, the officer is shooting. Because you see the muzzle flashes from the pistol. Yeah, he was chasing him, but he left out that he was shooting at my brother. Then the other part of the video shows my brother, sidestepping into the street because he didn't want to get shot by one of them fucking bullets he was already shooting. He didn't want to get shot by one of them bullets he was already shooting at him when he was chasing him on the sidewalk. And he said it himself. The officer said it himself. My brother Kamal sidestepped into the street. Okay, the video shows that. The video also shows that my brother's ducking from getting shot in the head. The video shows that my brother's ducking from getting shot in the head. As that's happening, he goes from this to this. So that officer was saying that my brother had picked up a gun and put it to his waist. No, he didn't. Because after he ducked from getting shot in the head in the street that he sidestepped in, the officer shot my brother in the groin. That's what made my brother do that. Because he got shot in his groin. So as he gets shot in his groin, I know my brother, he panics. He's scared. Now he feels if he feels he's going to die there, which he did. So as he's running away from the officer, you see the officer in the video walking my brother down and shoots him. The shot that makes my brother drop is the shot that kills him. It went through his side, hit his heart, bust his heart. May he rest in paradise. The officer at that time, after he drops my brother, he shoots again. Then he backs up and he falls on the video. And he backs up first, he shoots again. Then he falls. Then he gets to his knees, and you see him like this with both hands on the gun in an aiming and stretching out position, and fires again, and the bullet skips off the concrete, and you can see the spark. footage. I'm about to play the footage that's going to show my brother being murdered. Pay attention closely to the top part of the screen, which is up above the lights. You see the lights right now? It's a sidewalk right behind that. Pay attention to the top part of that screen. And we're going to get this going right now for you so you can actually see how my brother was walked down like an animal. Pay attention. Watch the flashes. All up in here, you're going to see my brother getting chased. You're going to see flashes of a muzzle flashes from a gun, not a taser. Pay attention. See, that's one. That's two. That's three. My brother's being shot at. Look, he's ducking and dodging bullets. See? The officer's shooting. Where's your taser? That's not a taser. He's walking him down. Shot him. That's a flash. That's 4, 5, 6. He's on his knees now. 7. The footage. That's what he said. See if you can see this. Can you read? If you want the video footage and the statement from the officer through his lawyer's mouth, drop me your tags and your links in the comments, and I'll send you the link of the video. And y'all tell me, because what this officer said is, he said he figured he could get the officer said he took out his stun gun. This is the statement that the lawyer gave from his officer's words. And that's the part 2. I'm going to read it to you. New Rochelle police officer, I can't mention his name because there's an order of protection against me. So if I mention his name and I'm going through trial right now, I'll be violated of this order. Lawyer gives New Rochelle police officers account of Kamal Flowers shooting. That's my brother, Kamal Flowers. New Rochelle police officer screamed, "Don't do it, don't do it," as Kamal Flowers pointed a gun at him and had no choice but to shoot Flowers when he kept the gun trained on him, the officer's lawyer said Wednesday. That's what he said. Andrew Quinn provided the Journal News Lohud with the first detailed accounting from his client of what transpired in the June 5th fatal shooting on Wednesday, shortly after Westchester Dirty District Attorney Anthony Scarpino announced that the grand jury did not indict the officer. The shooting on Chariot Street, a deserted commercial block, occurred moments after Flowers, 24, bolted from a traffic stop on Pierce Street. Quinn said from that moment, Flowers ran from the front passenger seat. Officer observed him holding his waistband with his left hand because his pants was down low. Police radio in hand, the officer gave chase, and video showed Flowers still holding his waistband 2 blocks away as he stumbled to the sidewalk on Chariot. As the officer caught up, the officer took out his stun gun, figuring he'd get close enough to stop Flowers with it, Quinn said. The lawyer said the officer said, my brother was running, holding his waistband 2 blocks away as he stumbled to the sidewalk on the other block. As the officer caught up, the officer took out his stun gun, figuring he'd get close enough to stop Flowers with it. Flowers then ran into the street and tried to sidestep the officer, and the Ruger fell to the ground. Flowers picked it up, holding it to his waist as the officer radioed, "He's got a gun." The officer fired his taser twice at Flowers, who fell to the ground. These are the words of the officer through his attorney. The officer fired his taser twice at Flowers, who fell to the ground. What about the 3 shots before he even stepped into the street? What about the 3 muzzle flashes coming from you chasing my brother before he even stepped in the street? Because that's what the video shows. The video shows 3 muzzle flashes. You said you pulled out your stun gun, Mr. Officer. You said you fired your taser twice at my brother, who fell to the ground. And as you approached him, my brother allegedly pointed the Ruger and pulled the trigger, but the gun did not fire. Check what happens. You hear this though. The officer says, "My brother pointed the Ruger and pulled the trigger, but the gun did not fire." The officer said after that, he dropped his radio and the stun gun and started to back away from my brother, but fell to the ground himself. Was that before you were shooting at him? Or did you fall to the ground after you done shot at my brother like 5 times? Because you shot my brother. When you fell to the ground, my brother was already shot twice. He was already dead. You said you dropped your radio and stun gun and started to back away from my brother. My brother then continued to point the gun, which was shaking, so the officer believed he was about to fire again. Officer at that point got to his knees and pulled out his gun, yelling, "Don't do it, don't do it," to my brother. Quinn said, which is the lawyer, and this is what the lawyer's saying because the officer speaking through the lawyer. Quinn said my brother then slapped the bottom of the gun, slid the rack, and pointed it again at the officer, who then fired 6 times, shooting and killing my brother. So he said my brother was running, hands on his waist, stumbles on the next block, gets up, runs down the sidewalk, then sidesteps into the street. Something had to stop him from rounding that corner. Because anybody that been through that block, they know he was just maybe about a couple steps from rounding that other corner. So something had to make my brother sidestep into the street. He sidesteps into the street. Allegedly, a gun falls. Allegedly, he picks it up. And then he holds it back to his waist. And at that time, the officer is screaming he's got a gun. He shoots him with a taser twice. My brother falls. All this is alleged. My brother falls. As the officers approaching my brother, who allegedly was tased twice, allegedly as he's approaching him, my brother does the motion. And the officer says at that time, he backs away from my brother, but he stumbles and hits the ground. And then he fired 6 shots. That's what he said. footage that's going to show my brother being murdered. Pay attention closely to the top part of the screen, which is up above the lights.
Right
you see
here.
the lights right now? It's a sidewalk right behind that. Pay attention to the top part of that screen. And we're going to get this going right now for you so you can actually see how my brother was walked down like an animal. Pay attention. All up in here, you're going to see my brother getting chased. You're going to see flashes of a muzzle flashes from a gun, not a taser. Pay attention.
One.
See, that's one.
Two.
That's two.
Three.
That's three. My brother's being shot at. Look, he's ducking and dodging bullets. See? The officer's shooting. Where's your taser? That's not a taser. He's walking him down. Shot him. That's a flash. That's 4, 5, 6. He's on his knees now. 7. The footage. The footage.
Everything that man stated through his attorney was a straight lie, and I have the proof to prove the case. And that proof right there is going to prove the case. And that man's going back in front of a judge. This is why I'm currently on trial right now for my First Amendment right, because I'm speaking about how the police murdered my brother in cold blood and lied. And think that they're gonna get away with it. That's the fuck part. That's the crazy fuck part about the whole system and these police, is that they think that they can kill anybody's child and lie and get away with it. I just proved to you how my brother was murdered in cold blood by somebody who was sworn to protect and serve. I will get justice for my loved one. I don't give a fuck, B. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to the platforms. I'm trying to hit the mark on this one because I have actual proof that the police murdered my brother in cold blood, lied about it, and exonerated the murderer. I'll never be quiet to this shit. New York State Attorney General Letitia James did not even look at the case. The district attorney who exonerated, the district attorney, Anthony Scarpino, who exonerated the officer, he was the district attorney back in 2017 when Mount Vernon narcotics detective filed a secret indictment complaint against me for selling drugs to allegedly an undercover officer on July 26, 2017. That same day, at that time that they said I sold this shit to this cop, I was down south at my brother's house in his living room smoking a blunt. I have the Instagram post to prove it. I have the bus ticket receipts to prove it. I have witnesses, maybe about at least 60 that was on the bus with me, including the driver. I even got the cab driver that brought me from my crib to Port Authority the night before, like 10:30 the night before, the 25th of July, because that's what they said, July 26th, 2017, I committed this offense. July 25th at 10:30, a cab driver from my hood gave me a ride to Port Authority and I paid him. I have proof. Just like I got proof that the police murdered my brother in cold blood. Fight still continues, man. Holla at me if you want to learn more about this situation.